So people are wondering, is the world going to end? Yeah. I mean, we're literally wondering, is the world going to end? We're a lot of us have been reading the Bible, and seeing a lot of prophecies, and we're wondering to ourselves, a lot of things are being revealed and stuff, and people are having the ideas. Like, is it the end of the world? What's going to happen? Well, I'm here to break it down for you. What's the situation? There's a lot of theories out there as to what could and should happen, you know. Do is there a secret organization that wants to control the world, and they don't need humans anymore because robots, and so people can be infertile and only a certain few can have children because evolution, and the race of power must go on. I don't know. Maybe. I personally think that first and foremost, you have to have an alignment to the pure and unity of the light of the Creator. If at any point in time anything happens, you hope, realistically, you hope that we can usher heaven into earth. That's the goal. To usher heaven into earth. How can we do it? We can transform from the greatest darkness into the greatest light. How do we usher heaven into earth? It's not about annihilating the earth. It's not about, getting rid of the evil people, looking for the evil people. It's about summoning heaven into earth. That's how it is. That's the goal. Okay. The Lord will take care of what the Lord needs to take care of. Okay. The Lord's got the Lord has, one of the most wonderful scenes that I love from the show Evil is there's this kid that was going to do a horrible thing, and then he accidentally shot himself. That's how the Lord works. The Lord will have someone slip and, oh, sorry, all plans are gone and nullified because that one person that had that one key to that one thing is now dead. And we don't even know where they are. They were supposed to show up at a specific time, and oh no. So that's how the Lord personally, like, the energy, the cosmos beyond our understanding, the love, the life force, not necessarily one person, it could be a lady, not necessarily the pantheon. No, no, that thing, whatever it is, aware, unaware, all of it, consciousness, that has a will and that has a power. And there are different forces out there with wills and powers, you know what I mean? And me personally, I believe that goodness and honesty and positive frequency, this is what I've come to understand, is what elevates us and keeps us in a positive framework. So my personal journey of understanding has been to elevate that, to just be better, be gooder, maybe not in English so much, be better, to just always be nicer, always be sharing, always be more positive. So just be more. Just be more. I think that that's how you save the world, right? That's the video. That's what we're talking about saving the world. Yeah, we're talking about saving the world. So yeah. So first, in order to feel at peace with yourself, you have to have that. You have to meditate. You have to take a deep breath and understand you're the present. You are the present. You are the gift. You are here. You are now in the moment. So just take that moment for just a moment and know that you are a gift. First understand that you chose to come at this particular time in this crazy, crazy time because you are the gift that will usher humanity into something better through your rippling of kindness. Hooray! So you got extra oranges? Bring them over to me. Or to your neighbor next door. You got, something nice. Just think about other people. Just today, randomly, think about other people. Other people. What's she like? What does he like? I haven't talked to her in a while. Hmm. Let's create love. Let's send some nice messages. Let's just go. Just go. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid to give love. What will save the world is love. That's really, I mean, it's magical, it's weird, it's insane because, like, if you love somebody, you can't shoot them. You know what I mean? And we all love everyone, then we can't shoot each other. We all trust each other. I mean, we need to trust. We need to trust that. I trust my neighbors. I'm not going to come in here with guns and be like, "Arr, give us everything." I'm like, because they have their own things, and that's just chaos, and that's just darkness, and that breeds darkness. There's a certain level of spirituality. Same with the other neighbors. Same with my other neighbors. Same with the other neighbors. But I can't say that about everyone in the world, you know. But if we create that ripple effect, if we create that ripple effect of love and unity and understanding. I remember one time I was working for Heifer International, and I would call for donations. I was working for a company that was working for Heifer International. I would call for donations, and at the time they had this whole thing where they would double your money, because the Hutus and the Tutsis had been killing each other, and AIDS had also ravaged the Rwanda. So the Hutus and the Tutsis had to literally come together and teach each other how to like grow chickens, how to, milk the cow, how to grow goats and stuff like that. I literally had to farm with each other because that was the only way that things were going to change, because people were literally dying. So that transformation of coming together and saying, you know what, we're all in this tiny little rock. We're all in this thing, whether you speak Chinese, Spanish, Maga, Laga, Puga, doesn't matter. We're all in this tiny little rock, and we need to somehow find a sense of community and find a sense of love. Because and all of us, not, oh well, I'm a Democrat and I don't believe it. Like, no, they have choices too, and their choices are gonna ripple. So if their choices are not positive, so how do you communicate with them? Well, you communicate with them with through love. Same with people like, well, they're Republicans and Republicans suck, and they voted for that thing. I was like, yeah, but they're here now, and the energy of the universe has accepted it for a specific reason, and they're part of the puzzle as well. So it's like, where do we? It's not. It's about common ground and not common ground. It's about not losing yourself, but yet aligning with somebody else. It's about saying to yourself, you know what, the world is not black and white, but it's color. And I know that that person may not give me everything and fit those all the boxes that I want, but they're not completely dark. So it's like we're all important. We're all important, every single one of us. If not, the energy of the universe and the cosmos wouldn't allow us to be here at this particular point in time, at this particular space and time. So, how do we save the world? How do we save the world? I know, huh? So, like, just be more. Just be more. Just be nicer. Just be kinder. Don't be aggressive. Be more vocal. Be more understanding. Be more sharing. Just be more. I think I mean, I feel like I'm talking to myself. Just be more, just go. Be more. You know, I think that's how we save the world. I've always felt it in my bones that, like, I was sent here to save the world. I've always felt responsible for anything that happens to anyone. Can you imagine how stressed? I don't know if anybody else feels that way. Let me know in the comment section down below. If whenever people say to you, "Oh, I'm so sorry," like, no, I'm really sorry, because I literally know that I probably did something to cause that energy to ripple that chaos into your life, and that sucks. Like, and so like if someone that I have never met in my life loses somebody in their life, there's something that I did to cause that to happen. That weighs on me, and that can be a lot. That can be a lot. And I think to myself, the sense of guilt, in society, the sense of guilt across the board on so many levels. There's things that we've done that keep us away from other people because we feel like we've hurt them too much, and asking for an apology will just be like, no. I'm like, I can honestly tell you that, like, no matter who you are, I'm gonna be like, okay, it's all right, it happened. Because what's more important is the unity. What's more important, I may say, like, yeah, well, you made me so mad and you hurt my feelings and you did that and you shouldn't have done that. It's okay, because at the end of the day, we all need to be unified because we gotta save the world. You know what I mean? You don't hear Batman saying to Superman, "You did not call me back when I was getting married to Lois, and I asked you to be my best man, but you said no." You know, that's not in the comic books, I don't think. So we got to put our differences aside. We're all superheroes. We're all here in this time and point in space in order to be able to help one another. Let me know in the comment section down below, what actions are you doing to save the world? Like, first and foremost, I'm calling my grandma every morning. Not every morning. People are like, how does that save the world? Because it makes my grandma happy. And if my grandma ripples positive energy in her, living environment with the people around there, then that, great. Not that my grandma's in a living. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. Saying people in my family, are like, I'm talking about family. Like, I'm not. I'm just saying that I call my grandma Monday through Friday. Okay, and I try to see her on the weekends. Because again, that brings back my sense of empathy, and then it's also, I feel, to a certain degree, saving the world. Also, I make videos. Hello, hi. You know, I'm telling you, I'm asking you. Like, hey, let's save the world together. Together. Let's do it together. Let's hold hands in the peace and love. That's what I'm asking for. Because we can do it. I believe we can do it. So, okay, so now, this is getting long. So, because by saving the world is an important video now, let's talk about how, what if we don't save the world? Because that reality does exist where, I guess we all get shuffled off in our own perspective realities. That's what I think. If all of a sudden the earth just goes, or like a nuclear bomb just, I'm no bunker person. I thought there's no time. You know, my attitude, I think that maybe aliens come and they're like, hi. And they were like, hi. Or the aliens that are bad, they're like, oh, okay, now we realize we gotta be good. And like, okay, yes, aliens, you gotta be good. Because it's like a higher frequency, and maybe you can reincarnate too. Maybe we can all live in peace with the reptiles and the Lizorians and the Gudurians and all the things in the world. Whatever's out there. That's what I think. That's what I think, that we can all live in peace and everybody can be joyful and all. I mean, there's plenty of space in the cosmos for all the races in the world, right? And I mean, like the future. Okay, yes, yeah. So what if you get shuffled into perspective realities? So be good, because if you're bad, then you're gonna go to a bad place. If you're good, you're gonna go to a good place because you're aligned to that particular frequency, right? That's what I personally like to believe. But let me know what you believe in your own mind of wisdom and enjoyment of the universe. Okay, I want to wish you all a wonderful, wonderful eternity. This video is long. Okay, bye.